What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lance here with another vlog, and I know it's been like a little minute since I made one of these. I just felt like I really wanted to get back into the flow of making these again. And I already know there's like a lot of videos of me being like, hey y'all, I know it's been a minute, but I'm gonna do better, this is that. But no, like, I'm not even gonna like mention any of that stuff. All I'm gonna say is I just felt like making one. And hopefully I'll just keep this feeling, because literally, I don't know. This is just something I've always wanted to just do better with. And I've always held myself up to a standard with these videos, which also held me back from even making them in the first place. I'm gonna get all into it later once I get to the condo. But right now, I just wanted to make a cool little introduction, just talk to you guys about, what we're gonna be talking about today. So basically, the whole gist of this video is preparing for 2023. 2023 is coming up in like less than a month now, because we are already in December. I just want to make a vlog of showing how I'm preparing for it, and just updating y'all with what I got going on. Right now, I'm about to go get these stills because I'm about to go ahead and make a post for LOVU Studios Instagram account. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, matter of fact, and follow me personally if you guys want to keep up with me as well on Instagram. But I'm gonna get this done out the way, and I'm gonna drive to the condo, and once I get there, we're just gonna go ahead and get everything situated and started and stuff like that. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and get this connection back intact, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it. All right, y'all, so we're at the condo right now. Pretty much, this is going to be where I start 2023 at, I want to say. So this is going to be a big new beginning for me, just because it's going to be like, hey, I'm starting the whole independence thing. I'm not living at my parents' house no more. Like, this is like a big blessing. There's like a whole story behind this place. I'll get into it one day. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole place right now, because I'm not gonna lie, like, this place still got a lot to get fixed up and set up and everything like that, because it's an old building. And yeah, but just know that eventually I'll show you guys what this place looks like once we get it all fixed up a little bit more. So I wanted to film this vlog here because it just feels good to just be in a place where I know new beginnings are going to be starting at. Let's go ahead and start this vlog off, y'all. As I set up to film some content for LOVU Studios, I will be talking to you guys. So the first thing I guess I want to say is talk about is how entrepreneur life is going. So right now, I'd say it's been over a year since I've started doing this entrepreneur stuff, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this stuff is a lot of work. A lot of work, bro. Since I'm only doing this by myself, I don't have a team yet. I don't have, no partners or nothing like that. It's been a lot on me, in the sense of, okay, I got a lot to do. Like, I gotta stay up on content. I gotta find clients. And then when I do have clients, I gotta do the work with the clients. I gotta film, I gotta edit, I gotta have meetings. I gotta schedule things. I gotta go out and film sometimes. Sometimes I even have to act in my own stuff. And then, since I'm trying to also make my own content, well, just to or make original content to show people that, LOVU Studios can also make films and original type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so I'm trying to write. And since I'm not the best writer in the world yet, I'm also trying to learn how to write. Another thing about this whole entrepreneur thing is it all comes back to you. You're the source of everything. You're the source of your growth. You're the source of everything, pretty much. Like, how you take care of yourself all ties into your business and everything that you're doing with your business. So it's like, I'm also trying to work on me. I'm also trying to learn, grow my mindset, take care of myself, everything like that. And it's just so much, bro. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or that it's super hard, but it's just something that I'm definitely, like, I realized that I was not used to. And it's an adjustment. It makes sense. Like, I'm not even, make sure you can see me. Like, wholeheartedly, I'm not even mad about all the work that I have to do. I'm not mad at it at all. I guess it's just an adjustment of getting the hang of doing all the work that I need to do. This whole year and some change has been a big learning lesson for me, just because of the fact that I've never been in a position like this where everything is on me and I have to be my own motivator, my own everything in order for things to get pushed forward, if that makes sense. I kind of like looked back at myself and been like, wow, like, have I ever been in a position like this in my life to be able to handle something like this? And wholeheartedly, from the growth and progress that I have made so far, I think that I can definitely handle this. Like, I think I'm 100% capable of handling this. It's just looking back, it was a lot, you know? It was like a long journey. So as of right now, a part of, you know, preparing for 2023, you know, being a better entrepreneur has been something I've been aiming to do better with since I guess like since I finished the most recent project that I've done. And, you know, I just kind of realized that this is something I truly need to get a grasp of, because if I don't, I'm only hurting myself and I'm hurting my company. And that's the last thing I want. Like, I don't want to step into 2023 doing the same stuff that I'm doing now, you know? I think it's important that you kind of like know to look at yourself and be self-aware of what are the things that are helping, what are the things that are not helping. And that's what I've been doing with me. Like, I've looked at the routines and stuff I've been doing. I've been looking at, you know, the way I've been eating, the way I've been thinking of things, you know, taking care of myself, because I say a big thing that I've dealt with on this journey was stress. That's definitely a big one I've dealt with. It's something that I'm slowly doing, you know, handling better than I used to, because I'm telling you, like, the Lance from 2 years ago would not be able to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm just happy for the growth and happy that I've made the strides that I have made so far. And I'm just excited for the many more that I feel as though I will be accomplishing, you know? And I hope that you guys watching this, whether you're chasing an entrepreneur thing or whatever it is, you're making your own brand or whatever like that, you guys kind of like learn to be your best motivator, your best cheerleader, your best everything. Because like, this is going to be a long journey that you do mostly by yourself. And not a lot of people are going to understand what you're doing. Not a lot of people are going to, you know, agree with what you got going on. Not a lot of people are going to always be the biggest supporters of everything that you're doing either. It's all on you. You know, that's just a really big lesson that I would say I've learned. But as of right now, entrepreneurial life is going pretty good. For the most part. Like, I'm still in foundation phase, where basically I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting. Whenever I get money from a job or anything, it goes right back into the company, and I only get so much. So, you know, we ain't where we want to be yet, but we're getting there. And I'm just happy that, you know, I've eventually been able to slowly start getting new equipment. Slowly going to start being able to move in here and, you know, do things over here instead of just living in my parents' house. And, you know, it just took a lot of understanding and getting closer to me, and, you know, just having a better connection with myself to even be able to get here, I should say. If you guys got any questions about entrepreneurial life or whatever like that, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm letting you guys know I only have a year and some change of experience. So I'm only speaking on my experiences and everything like that. So yeah, that's all it is. I don't want to come off like a know-it-all or like, oh, this is what you got to do to be a successful entrepreneur. Like, no, this stuff is a journey. And at the same time of this journey, you are going to be the only one going to, you know, growing and changing and all that other stuff. So You know, who's to tell you how you should be doing your entrepreneur journey, bro? Only you know how to do that. Yeah, I must say I love being an entrepreneur though, because if it's one thing, it's like I just love being able to do what I love. Yes, it's going to require me doing a whole lot of work, but I mean, at least I'm doing something that I enjoy. At least I'm doing something that makes me happy, you know? And I'm not saying that every day I want to work, you know, a full day of whatever I gotta do, but you know, it comes with it. And I guess like in a way, you kind of just learn to manage it, because at the same time of you managing the work you have to do, you're also managing yourself in a way. So as y'all can see, I'm slowly getting the camera up together. I'm over here just getting like the main things. There's my T5 drive. I just got a new one because, you know, need a drive strictly for social media. So this is what we got. But yeah, basically, y'all, I'm gonna be over here filming social media content for LOVU Studios. And this thing that I do on there called quote reels, where basically I just find quotes that kind of like are hitting for me in the sense of helping me want to keep going on my creative journey. And I just want to share it out with people, because I know at the end of the day, maybe it's a quote that might, you know, spark something in someone to help them, you know, go more in on whatever that they're doing with their career, their creative journey, whatever it may be. So yeah, we're just going to be creating a quote wheel. These things aren't that hard to make. I feel like next year I'm gonna be making a Twitch account for LOVU Studios, where basically I'll be on there and I'll just be editing and I'll be talking to people, whoever's talking, you know, people who want to learn, they'll kind of like get an idea of like how I edit, how I put things together. And plus y'all see the growth, because I'm not saying, I don't think I'm the best editor ever. Like, I know enough to, you know, make cool stuff and everything. So but hey, you know, the more and more I do them, the more growth I'll get, because at the end of the day, all I'm worrying about is progress. Which leads me into the next point that I want to talk about. Progress over perfection. Recently, me and an amazing group of people that I was very lucky to work with have finished a short film that I wrote called Payday, which is an original short film for LOVU Studios that I'm making for LOVU Studios to, you know, show the original work and stuff that we could put together and everything, right? And so very recently we finished filming the whole thing. All I have to do left is edit it and, you know, just put it out there. And I'm very excited about that, because I had this previous project called Death in a B&B, where, you know, it was like a web series where basically it's a whodunit, you know, those types of stories. And we didn't fully finish that one. Like, we got 3 episodes in, we filmed 4 episodes, but I haven't finished episodes 5 and 6 because I just was too eager to start on the project rather than finish it. And, you know, one thing that I learned from finishing Payday was progress is more important than perfection. And the reason why I say that is a really big important point that I learned is because I realized that I'm not going to speak on it much, because I'm going to be making a video on LOVU Studios, like a YouTube account, to, you know, fully flesh out the whole progress over perfection thing. So be sure to subscribe to the LOVU Studios YouTube. But the thing about progress over perfection that I learned was that, but the thing that I would say that I've learned from that lesson, I should say, was that you start out thinking that whatever the work and stuff that you have to make has to be amazing. It has to be the best quality. It has to be top tier. And I used to always think that, like, I'm not saying that I can make the best work in the world, because I know I can't, you know, like I think there's always room for improvement with things. But I think a lot of people that get into fields like this, or a creative field, they always want to make the most amazing thing possible. And because of that, they spend more time planning and trying to tweak things rather than just acting on with what they know. And whenever I made Payday, that's when it really hit me, because during the whole process of filming it, there were some things that I've noticed but I could have done better. However, we did get the thing done, like whether it was a scene or a shot or whatever like that, we did get it done. However, it didn't go better than it did, I should say. Like there's definitely better ways of getting certain things, certain scenes and stuff done. And even just me handling the whole production as a whole, there was much better ways to do that. However, I didn't care. Like I was more focused on just getting the whole project done. And the thing about just finishing things is, well, regardless of the quality, is that the more and more you do it, you learn. And that's the thing that I realized, because although yes, I didn't finish Payday to the highest of quality with everything going exactly as planned, or this being done in the most perfectly way possible, I kind of realized that, you know, if I didn't notice it like while we were filming it and everything like that, then that means that I still got things to learn and there's things I need to improve upon, so the next time that won't be a problem. And that's literally what progress is. You just create things and finish things with what you know now, look over it, and then realize, okay, I could have done this better. Okay, I could have done that better. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, I finished something. I completed something. And the fact that I did complete something shows that I have what it takes to get things done. Is the quality where you want it to be yet? No, but that's fine, because sometimes all you have is just what you know. But in between that first project and the next one that you do, you're going to take away the things that you learn from it and apply it to the next one, so the next project will be better than the previous one. And that's what I learned. Like, I was like, dang, low key, I'm not really tripping over quality like I used to, and like I shouldn't. And I realized that was another thing that made me hold me back from making these vlogs. You know, I was thinking, oh, these vlogs gotta be the best, otherwise people aren't gonna watch them. And I'm not saying like I'm not gonna not put effort into making these vlogs great and entertaining for you guys. I'm just saying maybe there's just a lot of stuff that I don't know yet, that, you know, I just haven't gotten to the point to where I'm making the vlogs that are gonna bring in more people yet. Like there's still stuff I need to learn before I get there. That's fine, you know. Like I've kind of realized that progress, as long as I'm making stuff and learning and getting my knowledge and skills up of doing certain things, then I will eventually get there. Like the more short films I make, I'm gonna eventually be making feature films like this no tomorrow, or I'll make a short film with no problem. I can make that in a weekend, you know, depending on certain things. But, you know, still, like, at least I'll be more skilled, prepared, and have the knowledge and experience to be able to make things of better quality. While right now, I'm only doing so much because I'm still in the process of learning. And that's fine. Like, even if I put out, like, social media content that ain't the best, I should say, at least I'm completing things and I'm learning as I'm completing things. Because I don't know, I just think, you know, experience, doing the work, and just working with what you know is like probably one of the best ways of growing your understanding, your knowledge, and all that good stuff. And that was a big lesson that I learned from finishing Payday, was that it's more important to just get things finished rather than try to make the most perfect thing of quality, if that makes sense. Greatness and amazing things take time. It's just, as long as you're not afraid to step in there, you know, fail a little bit, learn a little bit, and of course just act on what you know and be okay with the obstacles that you come across and stumble across, you're gonna be good. So shout out to Payday, man. I know I'm talking to talking to the project like it's a person, but I'm just saying that's why I'm so thankful for that project, and I'm just glad we got it done. And I know I was blabbering a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So like I said, I'm gonna have a more fleshed out, easier to understand version of progress over perfection on the LOVU Studios YouTube channel. I'm gonna be making a video for that, so be sure to subscribe to the LOVU Studios channel again, just so you guys know. But if you also got any questions about that whole point, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll reply to you. I got you. But anyways, you know what I'm saying, Look at that. Hold on, that thing's upside down. There we go. Ooh, that look much better. Ooh. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Bessie doing a thing, man. Oh, Bessie. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this little shot in real quick, and then I'm gonna move on to the next point. Let's get it. Oh yeah, that is much better. Okay, bro, the way I got this thing rigged up right now is hard. Ooh, get yourself a gorilla tripod. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this thing shot real quick. This should be easy, bro. Like this shouldn't even be difficult any way, shape, or form. So 3, 2, 1, action. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta do that again. Let's do that again. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. The head ass looking around. Yup, perfect. Then have the little quote stuff pop up. Nah, man. Shout out to my dad for bringing me that chair, bro. That's clutch. Yeah. Yeah. The next point that I want to touch on as I prepare for the next shot. Well, I'm done shooting social media stuff. I'm actually trying to get like a photo. Cause I be using this thing for everything. Like I use this thing not only just for video, I use it for photos too. Cause hey, you get a nice little still in there. You get some nice little stuff. I'm not gonna lie. So the next point I guess I do want to want to touch on in the position of preparing for next year. So I guess very recently, we were studios. We shot our very first like commercial type video, and that was a very, very exciting opportunity. But the thing was, like, that was a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, like there was so much editing, we did a lot of filming, but the thing was, it just really made me feel so proud of what I was able to do with what little I have. Like, I'm letting you guys know I don't have the most craziest equipment ever. Like, I only got one light, I got a hold on. I got a mic, only got this one camera, with all of this. I got a desktop for editing, very little audio equipment. It's not like nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. Mostly it's like an audio recorder, and then every now and again I'll just hook up like a shotgun mic either on top of the camera, or I got a boom pole that I got, but a friend of mine actually gave me a like microphone thing. But the thing is, that whole setup, like, bro, like I don't even have a mic clip to even clip the dang mic on. So, it ain't the best. Let's just say that. But I'm just letting you guys know, man. Like, I don't have the most equipment ever, and as much as like I'm proud to be able to make stuff with the little equipment that I have, at the same time I'm kind of nervous because I want to be able to do bigger jobs, or I want to be able to do higher quality type work with the equipment that I have. Because Yes, people say, oh, it's not about the equipment, it's about the person using it. That is true. However, in some cases, if you don't have certain equipment, you're kind of limited with the things that you can do. And that whole point of being limited kind of holds you back from being able to, charge more for a job or, stuff like that. Moving into next year, I don't want equipment to be a problem for a long time. And also with that, I don't want to be in a bad position with figuring out how to do my finances right, because that's still something I'm figuring out. Like, I think I got it down. I think also with that, handling how well do I know my business and how well am I at pitching it to people, because I realize that's something that's also important. You got to be able to sell your business sometimes to people in order for people to actually believe and support in what you're doing. So making elevator pitches and pitch decks to be able to best explain what my company does and how well it can do work for other people. Those are all things I've been really thinking about a lot, just because I just don't want to go into 2023 in the same position. I'd rather make 1% in the right direction than stay in the exact same position that I'm in right now. And I guess that's the thing that I'm like mostly nervous about. So I'm doing all this preparing for next year because I want to make sure that next year is when I have a solid base for the growth that I want for myself to begin at. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like right now I'm just hanging on to what I can when I don't even have like a solid like base to a solid you know base to kind of like grow on, if that makes sense. Hey, I'm gonna get there, and I know I will. And I know that me wanting to plan ahead of time will help with that, because I think if I never started planning for any of this, I wouldn't even be making this vlog right now. Like, I'd probably just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it." And you know what happens when people say that? That usually never happens. So I just want to do better with a lot of things. I want to do better with my discipline, with my consistency of putting things out there, and of course, just also within myself of consistently doing the work when I don't want to do it. Because that's always the hardest part of any of this stuff, is when you don't feel like doing it and it's just so hard to give it your all. That's the main thing that I want to tackle, because I realized even before I even started We Will Studios, that was always something that I've been dealing with. Like, there's times where I will act more so on motivation, and then you guys know motivation doesn't is only limited. It doesn't last a long time. You have that little boost of motivation. Well, I usually do, and I do some work, and then over time that motivation just dwindles down, and then it's just hard for me to do things. It's hard for me to stay consistent. It's hard for me to stay disciplined when there's temptations or distractions around me. That's the thing that I just want to nip in the bud going into 2023. I don't want to be my own worst enemy or be the main thing that holds back my growth. I'd say that's the main thing I love about entrepreneurship. My growth all depends on me. It all depends on me and how much I'm putting in and how much I believe in what I'm doing. And it, like, nobody else determines that. Only I do. And so basically it's like, if I go into 2023 and I don't grow, then it's my fault, because I wasn't doing what I needed to do in order to, get myself right, get my discipline, my consistency, everything like that right. Whenever there's anything, any distraction, anything trying to hold me back, it won't hold me back. I'll be on top of it. So that's the thing. And I just want to let you guys know that you guys can do it too. Like, I'm only speaking from experience, but hey, whatever you guys got going on with your life, hey, just take time to, figure it out and see the root behind it all, because I know you guys are 100% capable. I hope that you guys know that you are 100% capable of getting through whatever setbacks, obstacles, whatever is holding you back. Like, you are 100% capable. And at the end of the day, the source of you getting through whatever obstacle, whatever, is you at the end of the day. And sometimes you just got to look within yourself and see how can I overcome this? What are some ways that I can overcome it? You know, just always look back to yourself, because you're the source of everything that you're doing. Whether you're creative, whatever you are. Like, mostly I'm speaking from a creative standpoint, yes, because that's what I do. But, you know, at the end of the day, everything that we do roots back to us at the end of the day. So I just wanted to make this vlog to kind of share with you guys, you know, how things are going with myself, and as well as how things are going with, you know, just life in general, and also just to start getting back on track with doing all of this vlog stuff, because I need to do better with it. Although I got a lot to work on, I'm very excited to, you know, start preparing for ways to, you know, work on those things, if that makes sense. And best believe that I'm gonna keep y'all updated on everything. And I hope that you guys, whoever, all of you watching this, you guys took something away from this that helped you with your journey, whatever that may be, in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, so this is the first of many, y'all. This is a journey. It takes time, but we're gonna get there, because we're not gonna let ourselves not get there. We are our own. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember, but just know, like, hey, at the end of the day, you are the source of everything. Remember that. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all get to it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.